skills versus pills. We're gonna show where your bullshit, counter drive hook. We're gonna let it ass out. That's how we're gonna do it. And hey, this show, I'm about to clown. Clown, clown, clown. Alright, yesterday, I'm on Facebook, right? Top Rank, Top Rank Promotions, Bob Arum, they promote Pacquiao, they promote Marquez now. They're having a press interview live on, they're streaming it online. So, I tune in. Alright. For a long time, whatever. We're watching people, sit at the tables and, they're, sitting down and everything. Something that we didn't really have to see, but, they're going to let everybody join in, and let these guys walk out. Pacquiao comes out, Marquez comes out. They sit down, you know what I mean? And it was kind of like straight to the point, you know what I mean? Like, it was like a dinner banquet. It was kind of straight to the point. Pacquiao, do you have anything to say? No. I mean, yeah, thank you for coming, yeah. Marquez, do you have anything to say? Marquez is, yes, thank you for coming. Thank the media. It's gonna be a good fight, thank you. What the fuck? Excuse my fucking, but excuse what the... Alright, tune in to Mayweather Victor Ortiz. Totally different show, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Just because it was in the Philippines doesn't mean that it has to look like these guys are, it looked like, didn't even look like a title fight. Is it even a title fight? Are they fighting for a title? I want to know, is this a title fight? What are they fighting for? It didn't seem like they're fighting for anything but money. And it's funny that Bob Arum, he admits to cherry picking. He says some of the fights, they're not about boxing, it's more about business. You take two names that people know and you reach as many homes as you can, no matter how much of a shitty fight it's gonna be. No matter how long the guy's been off. Yeah, he's famous now because people notice he hasn't fought in 2 years. You know what I mean? You get famous when you're not doing so well. You know what I mean? If people think you're doing bad, they'll tune in more than when you're doing good. You know what I mean? Like people, if I was to win $1 million tomorrow, a few people will see. You know what I mean? If I was to lose $1 million tomorrow, everybody would be like, "Oh, this motherfucker just lost $1 million." You know what I mean? You gotta be talking for that for the longest time. Yo, that press tour, man. I think this shit looked like it was horrible, man. They couldn't. It was probably in some shitty hotel in the smallest room that they could find. You know what I mean? I don't. And, on the forum, people was talking. Oh, in the Philippines, it's not like America. We eat before we do this. Motherfucker, you so happy to eat and shit. Man, come on now. You go to a concert. You're not eating at a fucking concert. You buy a hot dog or something if you want. You know what I mean? Like, are you serious? Like, this isn't a concert, but I thought, Manny Pacquiao supposed to be this big mega star. Everywhere he goes and puts together an interview or puts together some kind of press, it should be like, wow, especially in his own country. How many interviews have we seen Manny Pacquiao do in his own country, like for fights? How many fighters, go to the Philippines to promote the fight? So you'll think that it'll be a big one, you know what I mean? Like, this is what you guys have in store. Manny Pacquiao can't promote a fight for shit. Bob Arum can't promote a fight for shit. That's why Mayweather got the hell away from him. It's ridiculous. I was just so mad. You know what I mean? Like I want the press to ask some good questions. You know what I mean? The first question was the best question out of them all. the guy said, Manny Pacquiao, at the end of the second fight, you walked over to congratulate Marquez, didn't you? He put him on the spot, didn't you? And then Pacquiao was like, no, I was just shaking his hand. And that dude was like, well, I thought you was walking over there you know, dang, you got me. Congratulations, you won. But you heard the last judge, then you got excited and realized you won. And that they robbed Marquez. We know, man. We heard the corner. Freddie Roach said, you're letting him back into the fight. He took control over the fight. You got to regain control. Pacquiao never did. I got some shit in my teeth. I just finished eating lunch. But you know what I mean? I'm usually on Facebook around lunchtime. You know what I mean? Having a meal. You know, looking at the shit. And, you know, I was thinking about yesterday at lunchtime. That shit was hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, you think I'll watch that shit again? Come on. I watched the Mayweather Victor Ortiz press tour a couple times because they promoted so good. You gotta watch it twice to catch everything. You know what I mean? You might miss something if you only want to watch it once. You know what I mean? These dudes, they're slick. You know what I mean? They're giving you hints. They're giving you this and that about what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? They're trying to be mean as hell, but in the most professional manner. You know, like Pacquiao. I didn't hear Pacquiao say I'm gonna knock him out. I didn't hear Marquez say I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna be victorious. That's it. That's it. You just want to be victorious, man. You should want to be victorious in a major way. You know what I mean? Simply winning isn't good enough, Marquez. If you beat Manny Pacquiao for one more fight, they're just gonna want to say fight again. Manny Pacquiao had a bad night. Oh, he's a different Manny Pacquiao. He uses two hands now. Motherfucker, I have to address this too. I never seen a fight where Pacquiao only used one hand. If you want to debate that, show me one fight where Pacquiao only used one hand. Pacquiao's been throwing the same, you know, combo since he started boxing. Nothing has changed. From his first fight to his fights now, nothing has changed with Manny Pacquiao. And you people who want to convince yourself that Freddie Roach changed him, Freddie Roach didn't change Pacquiao at all. As a matter of fact, I think Pacquiao was a better boxer before he was with Freddie Roach. You know, he's more of a brawler now, but we really don't know how much of a brawler he is because, you know, he ain't facing nobody with no skills yet. Marquez ain't got no skills, and that's the most skillful fighter he fought so far, and that brought it to the ring. Cotto didn't have no head movement. You know, he didn't have no feet. You know what I mean? Cotto wasn't doing shit. All Margarito did was walk to him. I mean, Margarito could have won that fight. If Margarito would have fought Pacquiao the way he did in the first round, throughout, he came in with the right game plan. Pacquiao didn't adjust. Margarito started fighting, you know, like the robot again. But when he first came out, he came out to the side and bam, 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 jabbed Pacquiao 3 times in the face. All he had to do is back up, turn Pacquiao, jab, 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 jab him again, and Pacquiao wouldn't be able to get that. Pacquiao can't bam, bam, bam. Pacquiao doesn't have the skills like Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz, you know what I mean? If you turn Victor Ortiz, he knows how to boom, 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 and leap in. Pacquiao doesn't do that. Pacquiao's best leap is to throw his left, you know, and duck up under. That's his best punch. He's very successful with it, and he's been successful with that since his first fight. So then Pacquiao, yes, he has thunder. He has thunder in his left hand. And if you go back to his first fights, he was like, you know, in the Philippines, Pacquiao was good in the amateurs. You know, so like the government and people like that, they already knew him. You know what I mean? He was already a celebrated fighter within a few fights. You know, 8 fights in, they're saying he's unstoppable and stuff like that. 8 fights, you know what I mean? So you know, that's either saying that they didn't have a lot of good talent, or to fight fights, what kind of talent are you fighting? You know what I mean? Like he wasn't no Olympian or nothing like that. You know, somebody like Mayweather who came in on a real high bracket. You know what I mean? When Mayweather first came into the game, he was already making 5,000 a fight from his first fight on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, man. These guys can't promote shit. They didn't make me want to see that fight at all. You know, it's just why even talk about Manny Pacquiao and Marquez? Who cares about that fight? Like, who gives a damn, man? Like, if Marquez can't beat him, do we really know why Pacquiao beat him? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, in my heart right now, I think Pacquiao was on steroids, but after the Kaladi fight, he got off. On the Kaladi fight, he displayed steroids. He displayed it. Then he also displayed how one-dimensional he is. Then he also displayed how inaccurate he is. He also displayed he gets frustrated if he can't break the defense. And he also displayed that he has no defense of his own. You can hit Manny Pacquiao whenever you want to. Joshua Clottey showed us that. You can stand right in front of Manny Pacquiao with the guard up, and he can't break it because he's one-dimensional. He only has straight punches. You know what I mean? His only looping punch. He don't have a looping left. You know, he had it with a looping left because Mayweather showed him how to do it. You know what I mean? But Manny Pacquiao has a right hook. If you're leaning in only, he has a very short reach. So for when Manny Pacquiao gets wide like this, he always get countered up the middle. You know what I mean? You know, he's not a swinger. He's a straightforward puncher. He likes to punch forward and have his whole 150 pounds, you know, behind the punch. You know, I'm just saying, this guy is very one-dimensional. You know, Mayweather, if Mayweather gets past Ortiz, man, like, I hope Carmen doesn't catch up to Floyd. Floyd is good though, you know what I mean? Like, he has the skill to defeat Karma, you know. But I hope he, you know, clears his heart, you know what I mean? I hope his dad comes out in the corner with him, you know what I mean? So he had that relief. All right, you know, him doing his dad wrong ain't gonna mess him up, you know what I mean? I think if he strengthens things up with his pops, he beats Victor Ortiz. If he proves to be a good dude, he beats Victor Ortiz. Even though Victor Ortiz he's a young man, he have plenty of chances. You know what I mean? If Victor Ortiz loses, he can very easy have a rematch with Andre Berto, and the winner of that fight can fight maybe like a Timothy Bradley or something for the vacant WBC 147. Because I don't think Manny Pacquiao is gonna fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. because we all know Manny Pacquiao will get worked by Floyd Mayweather Jr. like a little child. You know, people say, "Oh yeah, Floyd had a problem with southpaws." Well, he handled all those southpaws, and all those southpaws were larger and I think better than Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Pacquiao, his stats right now, I think, you know, in my opinion, I feel like he cheated the stats. You know what I mean? By picking shot fighters, you know what I mean? And people praising him for that just because he's Filipino. You know, this is skills versus pills. Shoulder roll your bullshit. Counter back with the right hook. Lay the ass out.